I think my challenge is that I don't say no. It's like I seem to always say yes to everything. But in saying yes, you never know what kind of opportunities you're going to be presented with.
Hello, hello! This is CPA Career Path Podcast with Rosey Flaherty, CPA MSA, where we dive into thrilling journeys in the world of accounting. Yeah, you are also the adjunct associate professor at Riverside City College as well.
Hmm.
It's new. It's just for 4 months.
I just started.
Yeah,
I just taught my first class. So it was exciting. It's something, you have to jump out there and get started. If I never would have done it, I wouldn't know what it feels like. And so now I've taught my first class. I'm more familiar with the system. I'm more familiar with the school. So I'm looking forward to the next one. In each semester, it'll just get better. That's with anything. It's like each time you do it, it'll just get better.
So
So
which class did you teach last semester?
I taught U.S. Was it U.S. income tax? U.S. and California income tax.
Ooh.
Mhm. Mhm. So it's like a basic income tax preparation class. It's actually the class that you need to take in order it fulfills the 60-hour requirements for CTAC.
I don't remember did I take that one in college. I probably did, but I don't remember. Because
Really?
when I still remember when because when I after I graduate I went straight to private, and so I didn't work in tax. So by the time I came back to pub tax, I was like, I feel I didn't know anything. I college except from regulation, some information I remember from regulation for CPA exam. That's it. And I was like, oh my God, I swear I was a good student. I just now remember after 5 years working in private.
Oh
So
yeah. That can happen. You can see the refresher. It's like I know this. It's like I just got to put it back.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've
Just
so for last 4 years that you have been working for your own practice, what the
mhm.
best lessons that you have learned through this process?
Keep going. Um, just keep going. And try to be better every day. You're always learning, you're always building, you're always growing. Just that's kind of what it is. Be consistent. Don't be afraid. Step out. Try something new. There's a lot of lessons, a lot of lessons to learn.
Yeah, it's just not easy when we say that just keep going because a lot of time you feel like you have so many directions to go to when you do this by yourself. You can go to direction A, you can go to direction B or C. How do you know which direction you should go, or you just pick and then just go with it?
Say that for the most part, a lot of my work has been deadline driven, right? It's like, of course, meet the tax deadlines, but in the meantime, like what as you're doing that, it's like finding people that you can bounce things off of and communicate with and kind of get feedback from. I think that makes a big difference too. There's a lot of information out there on the internet as far as like starting a business, running a business, scaling a business, fine tuning systems, all of that. So it's really just a work in process. Sometimes you kind of work on the systems part of it. Sometimes you kind of work on the marketing part of it. You just kind of see how it goes and what works for you. I have to say that I've been very blessed as far as, having like connections with different CPA firms. So it's like my business has grown really fast and I anticipate it growing a lot more over the next 6 months just because it's tax season and because there are a lot of people that are retiring. And people that are retiring, they're not always selling their business. They're just saying, no, I'm not taking any more clients, but here, call this person, you know. So a lot of relationship building.
Yeah,
Hmm.
relationship building and connections.
And
That's
connections. Hmm.
That's a key point because I have interviewed so many CPAs that we always talk about building your network, building
Hmm.
your connections, and all of this you can get it from volunteering. And I know you so active with Car CPA, and I would
Hmm.
love to hear your experience with Car CPA from the beginning. How did you start with Class CBA to this point that you are very active with the Tech Society?
Very, very active.
Very, I would say.
I think my challenge is that I don't say no. It's like I seem to always say yes to everything. But in saying yes, you never know what kind of opportunities you're going to be presented with, right? Or where it's going to take you. So I got involved in Cal CPA. I kind of knew about it back when I was at the really small firm that I first started with. The partner there or the owner there, he was like a past member where he was really involved. And so I saw the magazine come through the door, or, it was on his desk. I kind of read it. It's like, oh, I want to be involved in that. So when I was doing my audit hours at the other firm, which is Smith Marion, Smith Marion is a regional firm in Redlands that a lot of people know of. And so I was working there part-time when I was getting my audit hours. And they were very involved in Cal CPA. And so I went to a couple events with them. But then when I went, so that was like 2006 or 7, something like that. But when I started working at Thor McAdam, that's when I really got back involved in Cal CPA, and I started taking on roles on the board. So I was like a discussion group leader. I was the state planning committee chair. So I was involved in that way, and I would go to like the estate planning committee meetings. And then I just kind of progressed up the leadership ladder in our chapter, the local chapter, Inland Empire chapter. So I'm currently the president of the Inland Empire chapter, and that ends, I guess, in April, May. So been doing that, and then I got involved in the MAP committee, probably like in 2021, something like that. And that's been a great experience because the MAP committee is managing an accounting practice, and so that fits in with, my passion for running my practice, and it helps me to be connected to other professionals. I am also, I'm the council representative to the board of directors, which has been awesome because I enjoy, seeing what's happening at the state level with the board, making decisions that affect the entire society. So that's been an awesome position. And then I'm also the council representative to the board for the Commission on Belonging, which is awesome as well.
Job. Seriously, you spend a lot of time volunteering.
I spend a lot of time volunteering. Yes, I do. And then my other passion is, I have to mention, the Alliance of Black Women Accountants, which is a nonprofit organization that I am a founding member of, and I am so proud of. We're an organization that supports, I should know the mission, mentoring, encouragement, and support of women of color in the accounting and finance profession. We started back in 2015. We were actually formed in 2016. Started out with 6 members, formed with 8, and we are up to about, I think it's over 200 members right now. I don't have the exact, I think it's like 260. So, and we do scholarships every year. Last year we gave out $22,000 in scholarships. That one's awesome. So that's something that I'm very active in as well. Yeah.
That's a lot. And also you have a family as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right? To balance your work, your family, your volunteering, and also your the Black Women Accountants organization as well. It just, you have a lot on your plate. How do you find your energy, your time to manage all of these activities, all of this work?
Right? You just do it and don't think about it, right? That's what it is. But I enjoy it, so I enjoy being around other professionals. I enjoy being around other women of color. I enjoy being around other women that can empower me. It's like, I don't like to be the only person in the room that knows something. I want to be around smarter people. It's like, how do you get better if you know the most, right? So you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, or you have to just kind of stretch yourself, right? And so that's what it is. And then the other thing is that I never knew who's going to see me and who I'm going to influence. And that's with a lot in life. Even if you just go to an activity, it's like you never know who you're going to see or who's going to see you, and how you being there is going to influence their life. So
that's so true. Through all of those activities, you build up a lot of connections, and you see a lot of people within the professions, and someone may know someone, and that person may give you reference for your next client. So it helps your business as well. So doing all this volunteering is actually kind of like working at the same time, because you may get your potential clients in the future. That makes
Right. Hmm.
so
I
when
may get a potential client, or I may help somebody. I've met a lot of people just by being places. I'm a teacher. I'm a professor at RCC because I said yes to an engagement. Right. I went to go speak at the college for one of the professors there. And as I was driving, I was like, oh, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. It's like, because you can, you have to talk yourself into things. But once I got to the campus, it's like, I just felt such a good feeling. And I was actually talking on the phone to my sister that this could be my entrance into being a professor. And sure enough, here it is. So it's like, you never know who you're going to meet, so we just have to step out of our comfort zone. And sometimes you have to do things when you know, when you're a little bit, I want to say tired, and it all works out. It all works
yeah,
out.
Marjorie, I'm just curious. Can you share with me the moment you feel like you're so overwhelmed, you feel so exhausted that you feel like, oh my God, is everything is just too much for me? And how can you bounce back to right away?
Right away. So like if it's a daytime,
Anytime.
maybe it's playing music or going for a walk or just kind of stepping away, taking going shopping. Everyone knows that about me.
Oh, no. One of those people who feel stressed and going to go shopping to help you relax and
Mhm.
reduce stress.
It's not the buying something. I think for me it's just being out and about and seeing new and positive. You
Are
know,
you window shopping?
I can do window shopping. I can do window shopping. Yeah. I was one that used to go and walk around the Hallmark store, or the bookstore, something like that. It's like just seeing new and different and seeing something that can just empower you.
Oh, a library. I always have something special with bookstore or library. Whenever I walk in and I smell the books and it feels so amazing. I I told my husband that you can just drop me off at the library and I can just sit there all day and do nothing, just enjoy being in there.
Get there. Yeah. That's it. Mhm.
That's, that's interesting.
Something like
Okay,
that.
so
Yeah.
it's not just only me. You have the same issue. That
I do. I do. I do. And it is. It's something about just going in the library or going in a bookstore. It's like it's just I don't know, it's like kind of uplifting. It's like you just feel surrounded by knowledge and experience and yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Mhm.
I have told my managers and partners so many times that I wish I can just eat the book and also then I have all the knowledge from the book and know everything in the book. Oh, that would be awesome.
Awesome. Maybe you can sleep on it, right?
You
And it'll
know,
just come into it
yeah, like and then over during like 7, 8 hours, it just slowly absorbs through your brain.
to
Oh,
your
it's
brain.
amazing. And wake up in the morning and know that tax code.
Mhm. Yep, I agree. I agree.
We talk a lot about the professions, about the career. I would love to know a little bit more about yourself. That what do you want to do for fun beside window shopping, beside bookstores?
Oh my goodness. Get outside as much as I can. I can't say that I have like something that I do on a consistent basis, but I enjoy walking. I enjoy farmers markets. I mean, I know it's shopping, but it's just being outdoors. And I think I enjoy the farmers markets because I get to see I think it's the new and positive things. I get to see people doing things and you get to talk to people. A lot of times I'll go to farmers markets and I'll pass out business cards, but it's just kind of talking to people. I enjoy dancing, line dancing and stuff like that. I like music and just hanging out with family. Anything that's fun, I'm willing to try.
Oh,
As
what
long as
kind
you're not taking me up in the air and dropping me. Yeah.
of so you said you like dancing? Do you like Zumba?
I haven't really gotten into Zumba.
Oh, you should check
Um,
it out. It's so much fun.
it's so much fun.
Oh
Okay.
yes, yes. It's like exercise, but it's fun. It's just confusing sometimes because sometimes when I'm new, attend any new classes, they show new movement, and you just focus on trying to learn the new movement that you forgot to enjoy it.
To enjoy it.
So first couple of times you may try to get yourself familiar with the movement, but once you know the moves, oh my God, it's so much fun. I love it.
I'm gonna have to try that one.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. That would be fun. I'm just wondering, like, with a lot of things going on, you so good at time management to just balance everything. Do you have any books that you recommend young professions should read to build up the skills, to build up knowledge for the career?
Oh my goodness. So I'm still working on my time management. It's kind of like I'm doing this right now and I just look this, but there's a lot of books. I just lost it. The 12-week year is one that I've been working on. Compound Effect, Atomic Habits is one that I have on my list to read again, or to really read. It's like you kind of glance through it, but to really read. Atomic Habits. Let me see. What do I have around here? Because I should open that door over there. I have so many books.
I love Atomic Habit book. It's so good. It's really good. I use that all the tips from that book to be so many habits for me right now, like the habit to do yoga every day, and then the habit to do meditation, habit to do some cleaning. Like, it's just amazing. I would recommend everyone should read that book.
To read that book, yes.
Yeah, that's super helpful. I love that book. I even make a video about that book, that how much I love it.
And the other one is what I say, the compound effect, because sometimes we kind of look at the bigger picture instead of just realizing that how small things can make a big difference. You know,
I want to add that one to my list. I think 12 weeks per year. Is that the name of the book?
12-week year.
12 week year. Okay. I think I have that one on my ebook list, but I haven't got to it yet. So
Okay.
hopefully I get to it soon. But I saw it. It looks pretty good. Yeah.
It
Oh,
does.
that's a
I
good.
actually just let me see, because I just downloaded 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Oh, that's book amazing. I love it.
Let's see. Here's another one, Mentoring Matters. I haven't read that one. Who Moved My Cheese?
Short. It's very short. I
It's
got
short.
audio and it's only like 1 or 2 hours. And so I think it was too fast. I didn't remember much.
That was a good one. That's a good one to read every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also because it's short, so you can finish it within one sit. You don't have to, like, I'm reading a book, it's like 10, 15 hours, and it took me
Oh wow.
like probably 2 weeks to finish that book.
What book is that?
It's like My Personal MBA. Let me see the actual
Oh.
name of the book. But it's just like, instead of taking MBA courses, you just learn a lot through this book. So the name of the book actually is The Personal MBA, Master the Art of Business. It's really good.
Okay. Is that on you do audiobooks, or do you
Yes.
actually
Yes,
okay.
I only listen to audible book now. It's take me forever to finish reading because I read so slow.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
that's good.
I have
I hope people listening to this podcast should have a list of great books to check it out. And make sure you truly check it out. Do not just write it down and then never look at that again.
Right. It's funny because a lot of my books have changed from not just personal development, but more business development. So like Traction, here's another one I was thinking, the E-Myth Revisited, because those are more based on businesses.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
But yeah.
You're running your business. And so that's why it's like check your mind to read all those books to make your business better. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need to be bigger and better.
Just keep moving. That's, as you said.
Moving. That's it. Just keep moving. Do something every day to move you closer to where it is that you're trying to get to. And you'll eventually be there. And then the bar keeps raising, but just keep moving.
Just keep moving.
Just keep moving.
That's amazing. It's funny when I think about my podcast and my YouTube, and I created this podcast and YouTube in 2019. So
like almost like 5 years now. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
And I really just try to create one video per week, just one video per week, not more, not less, and just keep moving. And a lot of time was like, I don't really want to upload this week. I just want to keep it. But then I just keep moving until now. I have like over 300 videos and
Awesome.
over 50 podcasts by the time we have this interview.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's
Congratulations.
business, but it's just like running a YouTube channel.
Hmm. Hmm. You have to keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Hmm.
keep moving. I love that statement. I love
Hmm.
that slogan. Is great. Before we finish this podcast, Marjorie, can you give our audience the best some tips and advice to young professionals? They probably just start this career and they want to advance this career further in the future.
Network, make connections, do it afraid. Um, you're not going to always be competent or comfortable with something. So do what's uncomfortable because that's how you grow. When you're comfortable, you tend to stay stagnant. So do things that make you uncomfortable. Be intentional about doing things that make you uncomfortable, because it takes you outside of your comfort zone. Ask questions, seek people, find mentors. We didn't talk about that, but mentors, those are important. Being a mentor and finding a mentor, those things are important. Finding someone that you can bounce things off of, that's going to help you to reach your goals and to know what your goals are. Sit down and do some reflection. Sit back and look at where you are, what you've accomplished. A lot of times we forget the things that we've accomplished, right? Because life just kind of moves. But take some time to really sit down and look at what you've accomplished and what you want to accomplish. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? What things you need to do in order to do that. And just be confident, just do it. Know that you don't have to be perfect, and just keep moving.
Like, just keep moving. Just do it.
Do it. That's it. Just do it. I was listening to something today, and they were talking about be okay with the B minus. A lot of times we're doing things, even like with you with uploading your podcast and everything. Is a lot of times we want it to be perfect. We want it to be like A+ work, and it's like sometimes you just have to do the B minus, and then it's done, right? So just do it, move on, learn, and then just keep improving as you go along. But we can't get so stuck. We have to keep, can't be stuck in anything. You just have to keep moving.
That's true. That's so true that a lot of time you want it to be perfect, but is that worth it to just spend 5 hours to just make it 1% better? Or is that worth it to just spend maybe 1 hour to just make it 0.5% better? So,
Right. And is it okay just as it is, right?
yeah.
It's like we spend so much time trying to be perfect. And it's like, done is better than perfect. You can be perfect on the next one. We're not saying be sloppy, but put out your best, but don't do things that are going to keep you stagnant.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
That's so true. And I know we didn't mention about mentor, and that you brought it up at this point, and so I want to discuss a little bit more before we end this podcast. That having a mentor is so important, especially when you are new in your career, and you like absorb a lot of information and you don't know what is right, what is wrong, and what should you do. And so it's the best if you can find not just only one mentor but multiple mentors, because each mentor may be good at one thing that you need, but multiple mentors it can help you in a lot of areas. But again, back to your point that you can volunteer a lot in different events, attending different networking events, and then you get to know people, build network, and find your mentors. Do you want to add anything else in the mentorship?
I think that's it. It's like you can have multiple mentors. You don't just have to have one. And then you can have a mentor for like a time period, right? Don't think that you have to have one mentor that's with you for forever, right? It could just be for a period of where you are now. And be proactive when it comes to mentoring. If you find someone that you see that's at a level that you want to be at and you just want to kind of pick their brain, it's like make the connection, make the contact, and then you be the one that initiates the follow-up meetings or the initial meeting, or, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee, or can I just have 15, 20 minutes of your time? It doesn't have to be an hour. It's like, but you can, you can learn a lot in 15, 20 minutes, right?
That's true.
Yep.
Like in just 15, 20 minutes, and especially when everything is virtual now, it's so easy to create a meeting, to just send out an invitation, and you can just ask anyone across the country, different state, to be your mentor. You don't need to be someone in the same town with you that you can just drive there for coffee. It's great. It's great if you can find someone to meet in person, but you don't have to go that way.
Have to go that way. And there's so many people, and everyone wants to help. That's the thing. There are so many people that are out there that are willing to help you, give you information, help you in your career, especially in accounting. We talk about the pipeline all the time. Everyone that's in it at a more seasoned level, they're willing to help you. They'll answer your questions. They want you to succeed in this career. So, just reach out.
Awesome.
Reach out.
Thank you so much, Marjorie, for the podcast today, and also for a lot of tips and advice. And again, just keep moving.
Just keep moving. That's it. Just keep moving. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too, Rosey. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.